Hello everybody, it's the Bricklord here, back with another Ninjago video, and again, we're still in Tier Maker, and I'm continuing my series of going through each season's episodes and ranking them on the tier list I have created, and we are currently now at Season 7. Otherwise, I'm not recording on my standard device, so if the audio sounds a little different, that's the main reason, and otherwise, yeah. We'll just get started with this, and the viewer who requested this video, I will leave their name in the description down below, and otherwise, yeah. The first episode is The Hands of Time. I love this premiere. I ranked it pretty high on my Ranking the Premieres video, and I'm gonna put it in amazing. I'll admit that, like, the part where the ninjas are on the Destiny's Bounty trying to figure out what's going on is a bit slow, but the rest of it is really good. So, yeah, I definitely have to put it in amazing. The next episode is The Hatching, and I chose this as my favorite episode from Season 7, when I made that video of choosing my favorite episode from each season, and I really love the history stuff about the Time Twins and the Elemental Masters and all that in general, and it was awesome to see. The second half, I don't think is as great, but I think it's still, good action, so I'm going to throw this in amazing as well. A Time of Traitors, this episode's fine. Nothing too memorable. The museum fight scene, I think, is good, but otherwise, nothing that amazing, but yeah. Scavengers, I'm gonna put in bad. I don't like this episode. Nothing memorable. It's pretty obnoxious. Not a very memorable episode, even in itself, though. You're not missing a whole lot with this episode, so yeah. Line in the Sand, I'll put in fine as well. I don't know, I think there's a couple people who really don't like it. I don't necessarily have too much issues with this. Is it the most exciting episode from Season 7? No. But is it, terrible? No. I think it's right there in the middle. The action is enjoyable enough. Nothing super memorable, but nothing horribly bad either. So I think that right there is fair. The Attack, I'm gonna put it in amazing. Now, I know there's some people who, really dislike this episode, and, this is my opinion. I like The Attack. I like how the ninjas are kind of fooling around for a minute with their victory that they got from last episode, but then, it all kind of comes crashing down on them as the Hands of Time and the Vermilion absolutely just invade, and, the action just gets intense, and it gets more and more intense, and the tension just builds up. The Vermilion are absolutely just going every which way and invading the ninja, and then it gets to the point where the Hands of Time join the fight, and just a full out brawl breaks out, and everybody is just taking swings at each other. It's just really incredible, and then it all kind of ended up being for nothing, and Kai said at the end of the episode, they fought so hard and they ended up losing everything, their temple, the bounty, Master Wu, the time blades, and I personally just really enjoyed that episode. Secrets Discovered, I'm gonna put in good. It's not in my opinion, I don't know, it's not the most memorable episode from Season 7, but I think, though, actually, just watching it, though, I think it is a good episode. It's enjoyable, and I like how the ninjas kind of, each little group discovers something, which I think is good. It's when we kind of learn more about what's going on behind all the mysteries of kind of what's been building in this season. So, overall, definitely think that it's a worthwhile, good episode. And next is Pause and Effect, and I'm also going to put this one in good. I personally like the ninja, going to the Vermilion Swamp, and each having their duties, like Kai and Nia were supposed to track down the Hands of Time, which obviously that didn't happen. But then Cole and Jay saved the workers, and Lloyd was saving Master Wu, and Zane was going to get Cyrus Borg. So I really do like this episode. And then also that Kai versus Ray scene was incredible. So yeah, definitely a really solid, good episode. One of the most long and drawn out titles, Out of the Fire and Into the Boiling Sea, this episode. I'm also gonna put in good. The obnoxious title aside, I think this is actually a pretty decent episode. I liked how it's Kai and Nia focused, and the Boiling Sea is a interesting location. And getting the reversal blade is good. I don't know. I personally enjoy this episode, so yeah. And Lost in Time, I'm gonna put in amazing. Really, really like this finale. Yeah, great stuff. I mean, I love seeing the old Elemental Masters and Young Wu and Garmadon with present, Kai and Nia versus the present Hands of Time and the Vermilion, and just a full-out time brawl broke out, and, just really good stuff, good action, good emotion, and I like how there was a nice fight at the end against, with Wu, Kai, and Nia versus the Hands of Time inside the Iron Doom, and then Wu basically sacrificed himself to let Kai and Nia go home, and it left Wu's story open, which was just great. So overall, really, really great episodes. This season, I think, is pretty solid, and people don't give it enough credit, in my opinion. It's a very underrated season, I think. I think, these 4 episodes, I think, are really great. These 3, I still think, are good. Not nearly as good as these, but I still think they're definitely decent. These 2 that are fine, yeah, kind of, nothing great, nothing bad, or, nothing, horribly bad about them. This one, weakest episode, whatever, kind of throwaway. You're not missing much nor gaining much, so, yeah. Overall, though, glad to rank Season 7, and otherwise, I guess that puts them all in the tier list itself. So, otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you could like and subscribe, that would be much appreciated. And otherwise, I will see you all in the next video, so bye!